more respect should be given to these people, because it takes a higher level of intelligence and determination to learn another language, a second language, right? Most people on earth only speak one language, right? Drivers Mate Podcast, back again with another one. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share if you can. It helps keep unscripted content creators in the algorithm without real authentic people's voices being suppressed for scripted big channels, right? If you want to help out, that would be great. Thank you, right? Check me out on Instagram, TikTok and Patreon too. Drivers Mate Podcast. So today I'm going to do another dual screen camera and I'm going to do a reaction video. So what I will do is pick a YouTube short at random and I will give you my initial reaction, then my opinion, okay? So let's go.
Anyone who speaks multiple languages will tell you, you're not the same personality in every language. It's a crazy thing, but you're not the same personality in every language. You change. So because you learn a language at a different time, and the language itself shapes your personality differently because of how you express yourself. It's a fascinating thing.
So what 6 languages do you speak?
I speak English, obviously. I speak Afrikaans.
Alright, we'll stop it there. I think that was Trevor Noah, right? A comedian or a TV presenter, right? So I have an interesting take on this. So I've always wondered, and I've asked people before, people that are multilingual, do they think in a different language to what they speak, right? Do they dream in a different language, right? I asked someone this before and they couldn't explain to me how it works, right? So it's still up in the air. Please let me know in the comments, like, do you dream and do you think in a different language to the language you speak if you're multilingual, right? Are you able to think in 2 different languages? That interests me a lot, right? I would like to know. And the second opinion I have on multilingual people, they deserve way more respect than, well, not than anyone else, but they just deserve more respect than they're given, right? Because British people and American people, most Western countries that speak English as their primary language, kind of look down and dismiss other people that have multilingual, like they come from other countries, like foreigners, right? And they speak different languages. And they do this because sometimes their English isn't very good, right? Or their accent isn't right. The words don't come out right and don't sound right, right? I think more respect should be given to these people because it takes a higher level of intelligence and determination to learn another language, a second language, right? Most people on earth only speak one language, right? So you should respect someone that knows more than one language, right? Because they've put in the extra effort to be able to communicate with you in your country, right? So that off the bat, I say hats off to you if you're a multilingual person, right? Nod to you, right? Respect. Now, to his point, does his language, knowing different languages, make you different personalities? I don't know, right? That sounds like an opinion thing, and it sounds like a perspective from someone that speaks different languages, right? Now, I can comment on this, but I can't really see from his point of view, right? I can't put myself in his shoe because I only know a little bit of different languages, right? I took French in high school and then I got moved to the other side of the year and I took Spanish for a bit, you know what I'm saying? So I had Pakistani friends and Bengali friends and African friends, so I know a little bit of language from all of these different kinds of countries and peoples, right? A little bit, just sometimes enough to swear, sometimes enough to have a, hey, I know what you said there, yeah? Like that kind of stuff, right? So I'm not a multilingual person by any stretch of the imagination. But I'm also aware of linguistics and like history and etymology of some languages, mostly English because I'm English, okay? So him saying it makes him a different personality, I don't know. Maybe that's a psychological thing, and being that this is going to be a bit touchy for you, but being that he's a kind of mixed race like person from South Africa, they already have a kind of split mentality where it comes to code switching and how they approach the world, right? Because I know white South Africans and I know black South Africans, right? And their worldviews are worlds apart, right? But they're from the same country, right? So that's crazy too, okay? So yeah, maybe from a code switching point of view and what he's saying, the languages make him relate in different personality, maybe that's his own psychological tick, right? I don't know. But the multilingual thing, is very important to respect and understand, and I would really like to know if they are able to think in different languages, because that will lead me to other hypotheses. Okay, well, I won't discuss that now. I'll just keep it short and sweet. Dope that people can speak two languages, and also actually on that same dichotomy of the South African people. Yeah, one guy I met that I used to work with, he was South African, and he tried to teach me. I can't remember what his tribe was or what they call it. It's like Gosa or something like that. Yeah, I know I did that terrible, but it was, they use clicks and pops in their language, right? So he tried to teach me a few words, and I kind of remember them. But the difference with working with him, like at that job, I worked with a white South African man and a black South African man, right? And it was worlds apart, different, right? I don't even want to get into the racial segregation of the way the two of those people think, right? Me as a black English kid with West Indian and African heritage, right? Looking at those two types of people from the same country is like, wow, you guys are, I don't know what you're doing over there, but you're doing something wrong. Something wrong is happening over there, right? And it would be easy to just point and blame the white people and just say, no, it's all their fault. But there's something more to it, right? Because I had my own opinions about them as individuals. But this isn't a judgment on South African people, okay? It's just an observation. Whatever they got going on over there in their country is whatever they got going on over there in their country. But I think his conditioning and him coming from South Africa to America, that plays a part in the way he's thinking about how he interacts with his language barrier, right? Changes the code switching of different languages. Maybe that is what it is. I don't know, right? It's just an opinion. You let me know what you think. Am I talking rubbish, right? I want to say more, I want to talk about more, but I'm not feeling the greatest today, okay? So I'm just powering through so you can be entertained, okay? So thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time. Check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Patreon, Drivers Mate Podcast. Please like, subscribe, and share. Like I said, it will help a lot with the algorithm and keep unscripted, real people's voices permeating the internet, right? Not too much governmental opinions and, you know, obligated business stuff, right? Just real people, real raw entertainment, right? That's how you help it spread across the world, right? Keeping freedom of speech free. But thank you for your time, right? Take care.